Here is the mating ground of the mini people. It is shaped in a heart, as you will observe. This is the perfect egg. It is much more shallow and easy to hump your mate. Here is the bedding where they usually lay their eggs because, as a child, the mini people cannot swim, and they must learn from other mini people. Their parents leave them to hatch in the bedding because they do not want to take up the responsibility of babies, and they only have sex for the fun of it. Here, if you can search, you may find maybe one or two mini people in here, but it is very scarce, and they may die because of the ducks, because it is hard for them to crawl through the water on instinct. Some don't even have that instinct. As you can see, human pollution. Very good example. Sometimes, since that duck is spraying water, their senses may get confused, and they walk straight into the duck. The people kidnap them and eat them for dinner. That is what your sushi is made out of. There are lots of grass and twigs in here because they serve as good bedding. Because right after mating, the parents do feel that they can take up the responsibility as parents, so they make wonderful nests for their babies. However, within an hour, they don't feel like they can do it anymore, and they go back home and go to raves. They dance, and they dance good. So, there are less bugs around this area because, as babies, the mini people cannot digest meat. They must eat grass, rocks, and twigs. Just like other mini people, their favorite food is rocks, and they disguise them in something a little more different, more like clothing articles. There are rocks inside of this, but they are much smaller so that the babies can eat them. Very beautiful sight. There is brush up there. That serves as a very large problem for the mini people, because lots of predators live in those brush. Ladybugs, bees. They love to eat the mini people's babies. As you can see, there is a bee over here on one of the rocks. I don't see it. Right over there. He is probably just eaten one of the mini people's eggs. However, we must not disturb this habitat, because it is a very delicate one, with maybe one or two eggs. That is all for today. Yeah, you laugh now. See what happens to you.